IG, or you can tune in to Jam 95.7 if you're in San Diego, or always through the iHeartRadio app and get it, man. 10 o'clock on the dot, Friday night, we on there. Talk to us about, man, working in the studio with Pac, bro. I know you probably get this question all the time, but we on the West Coast. Today is West Coast Wednesday for us. You know, if you could drop some West Coast history on us or some gems, man, I'd love that.
I mean, Pac was moving so fast. I mean, when I look at it in retrospect, it's like he knew he was going to die. It was like he knew something was going to happen to him, and he tried to get everything done as fast as possible. He was supposed to get on a flight to go to Italy with Quincy Jones' daughter right before he finished the record. So as soon as he finished my record, he was on his way to the airport. So he was just constantly moving. And then from the airport, he went down to Las Vegas, and it just happened like boom, boom, boom. Right after he recorded my stuff, or our song, Bone Thugs song, he went to Italy with Versace and did the modeling with Versace, and he was in Vegas, and it was just one thing after another. So being in the studio with him was just like, it was fast. I spent about two hours because he was in there watching me do my verse, and he had put ad-libs on my third verse. So that never came out, of course, you know. I tell the story on Jam TV, et cetera, et cetera. So that, it was just a blessing. You was in the star with somebody worthy of that star status when you was in there with Pac. Same thing with Big. It was just, you knew you was in there with legends. You just felt it. It was just something that you felt.
Would you say, is there you get a feeling out of any new artists up and coming that you've recently worked with, that you have that same feeling? Is there an artist that brings that vibe that's still alive today?
Definitely Kendrick.
Hell yeah.
He definitely got that icon feel. Of course, J. Cole, he got that icon feel. And guys like that, they just got that feel, you know. And then, like I've noticed in the business, it's who lasts through the test of time. You know, it's a big test. You know what I'm saying? LT Hutton's in the building.
What's up?
You already know it's a big test, man. You know, and if they can last through the test of time and break through, then, you know, it's like the hazing in a fraternity. You know what I mean? That's how hip hop is. I've seen a lot of them come. I've seen a lot of them go. I've seen them turn the Bone Thug style into trap music and say it's trap music and say that it's this and say that it's that, with the fast flow and the sing-songy and the cadences. And I've seen them overlook Bone Thugs in harmony and you know, say that no, it's 666 Mafia that they got the style from, or this one or that one or this one. So I seen it happen, and it's just a test of time. You know, you got to take some on the chin and roll with the punches and just be a part of the process and not hinder anything, you know?
Right. And, man, you guys are definitely a test of time. You guys are timeless music. My kids will know about Bone. You know, you guys definitely shaped our childhood. You know what I mean? I was I was a kid, and at that time I was learning about what streets was all about, and you guys were playing. That was my soundtrack. You know what I mean? And you guys, I soaked up game, whether it was from the Land of the Heartless, Buddha Lovers, First of the Month, you know what I mean? Like whatever it was, you know, you guys did something for us, man, that will forever be remembered. Question now, everybody's doing these verses, man. I seen your list. You got your list up. I don't think they want that smoke, but if somebody was to come get that smoke, bro, who would you want to be on that verses with you, man?
I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to be cliche about it, but I really don't care who it is. They just got to know when it come to me, we ain't going to be hugging, we ain't going to be kissing, we ain't going to be passing weed, we ain't going to be homies.
It's a battle.
I'm going in there to destroy you. I'm not your buddy. You know, this is catalog to catalog. This is how I eat. My catalog still brings in money.
Yep.
So I'm coming in to destroy you. I'm not shaking your hand and then they're like, well, we're done listening to the music. No, we're not. We're going to listen to ours. Ours is timeless. So, you know, it's just a different vibe with me because I see it for what it really, really is. I think a lot of these artists, they get caught up in, you know, giving the portrayal of endless money, and it isn't. It's all revenue. So when you do a versus, go in and be ready for battle, you know, and being like, I'm watching these verses, and then after they're finished with the verses, it's like they're a little bit salty. It's like they're a little bit, you know, like they want to bring a little controversy in, and they want to bring a little smoke after the verses. And I'm like, you should have brought the smoke when you was doing the verses. You over there listen and boom, y'all dancing together and all of that. And I ain't got time for that. And I'm not here to play. So that's how I wanted to approach it. And I gave my list because I know that Crazy Bone had said he wanted to do something with DJ Paul. But Crazy is in a group with DJ Paul. DJ Paul, Cypress Hill, and Chuck D, they had formed a little group along with Crazy, like members out of a super group. So, you know, I just wanted to make sure they understood when it come to me, they said, we ain't friends. I'm going at you.
Hell yeah! Right now that you mentioned all those groups, bro, I was telling you before the IG cut off was I don't know if you remember this, man. San Diego was the first time that I seen all Bone Thugs original members together on one stage. It was Street Scene, and I want to say it was 1999, maybe 2000. And behind me, I had Cypress Hill was playing on one stage. On the left was Busta Rhymes. On the right was REM, and in front of me was Bone Thugs and Harmony. All 5 members, dog. That was a legendary night for me. To this day, it's still one of those days, man, that I'll never forget, man. Do you remember coming to San Diego doing that show?
Yeah, that was way back. You got to remember, because Flesh, he went to jail, I think, 98, 99, and he went to jail for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it had to be 97, 96. It was a minute ago. So, yeah, whenever it was, I can't say that I remember it offhand, but whenever it was before Flesh went to jail for 10 years. So, yeah, that was a minute ago, brother. You about to tell your age. You about to tell.
Hey, I'm 36 in my head. No, I was a little kid, man, but I was barely starting radio. I was barely starting radio at that time, man, and I'm big on concerts, man. That you can give me the best album in the whole world, but if your live performances ain't up to par, I don't know, man.
It's becoming a lost art because of this COVID thing. I'm just hoping that we get a good vaccine, you know, that gets us to be able to catch it. But it seems like most of the healthy people that catch it, they're over. So it seems like shows are going to get back to normal. I just don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. You know, that's why I said Bone 2024. You know, I wanted to give us enough room and enough space for this COVID thing to clear out and everybody get their individual projects and all the touring that they want to do before we go in there and we give them another real powerful one. Hopefully I can bring Blaze, you know, and really help put that together. So I'm trying to formulate that and, you know, have some sort of a plan and market and promote the brand the best that I can. But shows, like you were saying, definitely it's a major thing for me too. Performance means a lot to me too.
Yeah, man, it's very important. And every time I seen Bone, man, it's always a plus, bro. I want to say every time you pretty much come to Diego, I've seen you guys, man, whether it was a House of Blues, festivals, or, you know what I mean? It's always a plus, man. And again, thank you guys for your music. We gotta make sure we express how we feel about artists that you guys are pretty much like a Mona Lisa, you know what I mean? You guys are like a lifetime masterpiece, bro. Like your music will forever live. Timeless.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said what I said about the verses. I started peeping game because it's like after they do a verses, it's like everybody's like, okay, they got all their little catalog out. Okay, we're done with them, out with them, and on to the next. I'm just like, no, I'm coming at this way more stronger than that. You know what I mean? So I just be peeping game of longevity, being in this game for so much time, you know. But you know, it's no disrespect to Swizz, no disrespect to Timberland. You know, I believe that it's some groups and some catalogs that, you know, that need that revamping, you know, but Bone lasts the test of time. You know, I'm still sitting pretty off of Thuggish Ruggish. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yo, hey, that's what's up, Biz. On that same note, fam, we got a ton of new artists right here in the city, brother, that are on this live. You know, you're an OG, obviously, living legend, bro. How would you describe the importance of ownership? I know that you're going to be eating off of your records for probably the remainder of life. What's your word on that?
I mean, it depends. You know, if you're in a group, you know, and you're with a bunch of members, sometimes it make a lot more sense to deal with a bigger company that can handle the brand, depending on how difficult and how big your brand is. The bigger your brand, the bigger company you're going to need. But for some of these new artists that's just now starting off that can control their brand and they're building it from the ground up, ownership is important, because your quirky moves and your just off the cuff moves are what can make you trend. And companies don't understand that. It's what you're on, and it's the way you're feeling. Like tomorrow you may wake up and you do something that just trends for absolutely no reason, and no company can predict that. You know, so it's very important to own your own, because now I'm looking at these young artists, they flash a little cash when they get out, and then they get mad because somebody's holding back their Pop Smoke record, or because they don't understand marketing and promotion. And sometimes people at companies be trying to figure out the right time to do it. We're going to wait till Megan Thee Stallion wait for the Cardi B and Megan Stallion thing, and then we're going to slide up in there like that. Or we're going to wait to piggyback off Pop Smoke's next single with 50. And that's not necessarily what an individual artist can do or want to do, an individual art, you know. So you know, it just varies. It just depends on, you know, your whole system of things. But for big brands, you need a big company. For Bone Thugs and Harmony, me personally, I don't suggest we go independent. I suggest we go 300 Entertainment, sign the big deal, sign a Live Nation $100 million deal, the 5-year thing that Jigga signed, that Jay-Z signed, and really allow that big brand to be taken to the next level, the Bone movie, et cetera, et cetera. These are my plans for Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now, if my fellas don't roll with it, I totally understand that too, but I'm putting it out there, and I'm being loud enough for them to understand this is what I expect for 2024 for a big group like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Sometimes independent don't work, but for those that you're talking about, brother, I think independent is the right way to go. I own Alpha and Omega. I own the beginning and the ending, Speaking in Tongues, Heaven's Movie, Carbon Monoxide, the new one that I'm doing. So ownership is important for sure, for sure.
Huge. You heard it here first, y'all.
Hey.
You heard it here first from the OG himself.
You dropped some knowledge on us, man. Thank you so much. Don't forget, September 12th, exactly a month from today.
Go get that.
The album dropping, man. Go get that. Friday night at 10 o'clock on the dot, we're going to be playing Black Milk. The visuals are up for that. You know, go check out I Am Bizzy Bone for all your merch.com. Go get that.
Mr. McCain on IG.
And man, thank you so much for everything you do, man. Thank you for sharing your time with us this morning and your knowledge.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate that.
It's all love, man, and you're always welcome to join us, man. And again, thank you. And I'm glad I got to tell you this, man, before I passed. You know, I got to tell you thank you for the music and getting us and being the soundtrack of our childhood, of our hood memories. You know what I mean? Played a big role, man. So thank you, and you know, we're looking forward to September the 12th. Mr. Bizzy Bone, thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, guys. You guys be great. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, man. There you go.